bit windy today. I'm out here behind my shop, trying to get out of most of the wind. But it's time to fire up the Super Tigre 90. This is what I've been using to prime it. Piece of brass, kind of bent up so it stays rigid, and piece of rubber bonded onto it so I can cover the carburetor and prime it. Fire up the radio. Let it initialize. It is. Full throttle. Cover this opening. And I prime it 6 or 8 times. Bring the throttle back. Crank it slightly. Now she does. It's been well taken care of, cleaned and oiled, kept in a Ziploc bag. Not a lot of hours on this engine. Right away. Wow. Priming sequence. I have it set rich, probably about 3 clicks rich. I like to run them lower RPMs a bit, get all the bearings lubed up before I take the R's up too high. And that's a lot of engine. That's still 2 clicks richer than where it was set when I put it away. But I also don't remember what temperature I was running it at, so let's see what it sounds like when I rev it up. Should clean up pretty decently. That should be more than unlimited vertical. Plane weighs 8 pounds, 4 ounces. And I've also checked the center of gravity. When these retracts go up, the CG moves back a little. I believe I was flying it at a very rearward CG. When the retracts go up, the center of gravity is right on the leading edge of the spar. So the front edge of the center of gravity, that's where I'm going to base it at. Woo! Let's give her the old go vertical test, see if it doesn't fade lean. If I can hold on to it. I actually want it a little bit richer. temperature. That's pretty good. You could hear just a touch after it was held up for a bit. It cleaned up a bit. So it's really close. See how the throttle response is just punching it from an idle. Wow. Throttle cut. Man, that is all there. Oh my. Bearings are silky smooth in this engine still. Wasn't even tight from the oil coagulating storage. I believe I took it apart, cleaned it and oiled it before I put it away. The engine was just spotless. I took it out of the Ziploc bag. This should be such a sweetheart, the Super Tigre 90. My goodness. That motor sounds and feels stronger than I remembered. This entire upgrade, I think, is going to be just phenomenal. As far as how the plane's going to fly, perform. When I first took lessons, learned to fly, that first 3 months or so, I actually kept a flight log. And that was the last week of January 1992. So I soloed on the 3rd week of February. And that spring I built that extra 300 that I put the OS 61 in. So the rest of the story that I didn't tell when I lost that plane, that was because I flew that plane for 2 seasons, and going into the 3rd season, which would be in the spring of 1995, I put this motor in it. Flew it for that whole spring, and about midsummer is when I lost it. I flew it for 3 months, 4 months, and flew it a lot, and I flew it hard. And came out of a shallow dive, coming down across the runway, probably just under half throttle. It's when the elevator, it set up a high-speed flutter in the plane. When that high-speed flutter started, the entire wing started fluttering, and it exploded in the air, took a 90-degree turn, dove straight into the ground. So that's when I lost the plane. That's the story. I put the OS 61 in this one when I built it, and put the Super Tigre 90 away at that point. So this Super Tigre 90, I bought it in a late winter, early spring of 1995. 26-year-old engine that probably had somewhere between 50 and 100 flights on it. And like I said, cleaned it up real good, put it away. So that's the full story behind it. Here it is, ready to go again on modern radio, Spectrum 2.4 gigahertz. Some awesome high-speed, strong digital servos, 6-volt system. So it should be one sweet flying airplane.